Good morning. So this reading is for Tuesday, October 29th. And so what I'm doing here is just pulling a little bit about our past, our present, and our future energy. So two more cards on past. There's actually a fourth card that wants to come out, so we'll take it. Current energy. Let's get three cards on current energy. One more. And two more cards on future energy. Okay. I swear this between the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, completely following me from every reading to reading. And so Ace of Pentacles, again, at the bottom of the deck here. So this is a brand new beginning. This is something that is meant to kind of take its time unfolding. So there's no need to rush. Whatever it is that you're trying to plan out, this is a time for really thinking things through, not acting impulsively, but really getting clear on exactly what it is that you're trying to accomplish so that you can take the right steps. It almost feels like you're being directed to really force yourself to slow down. Maybe in the past you took things too quickly, or you kind of jumped into something without really thinking it all through. And that kind of led you down a path of having to constantly make different decisions, pivot, strategy changes along the way. And it really didn't go the way that you wanted it to. And so you're kind of really being, because it looks like it's a hand pressing against a chest, like, no, don't run, slow down, walk. Let's walk this one out. And so when I look at the past energy here, I'm getting the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords. This is a really interesting combination of energy. So until I got that fourth card, these were all pentacles. This is slow moving energy. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's about taking information in, really trying to understand exactly what it is that is happening around you. What do you want to happen around you? Eight of Pentacles. Whatever it is that you're trying to plan and figure out, you actually have all the skills within you in order to accomplish the goals that you're seeking. That Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords energy tells me that you have been doing a lot of work in your head, really thinking things through here, really trying to get clear on those long-term goals. What is it that you need to grow and nurture versus what you need to release? So I like that it's showing up in the past energy, because it does indicate that the majority of the work is already done. And even if you're not fully kind of fleshed out what all those details are, you have enough of a base to know the path. This feels like a lot more solid of a direction than whatever happened in the past. Looking at the current energy here, I'm getting the Seven of Wands, Temperance, Four of Wands. So when it comes to going after exactly what you want here, you're really not going to let anybody get you off course. The Seven of Wands is about sticking up for yourself. It is a card of resistance, but it's more, the resistance is other people. It's not letting anything get you off track. It's not kind of trying to find the right way to describe this energy, because it feels like you are very goal oriented right now. The Temperance indicates that you're finding this inner balance. You're aiming to keep this inner balance. And in order to do that, that means you can't take in everybody else's opinion. That means you can't absorb everybody else's emotions. It's just not going to work for you, not this time around. And so you being very focused on your goals and your needs and really maintaining that inner balance is what's going to help you achieve those results. With this Four of Wands energy, so the Four of Wands, I mean, it is one of the marriage cards in tarot, so it's been coming up a lot. Don't know if that's a goal for you, but it is a reason to celebrate. So even if marriage is not on the table for you, this is a reason to celebrate. This is a union, whether it's two people, it's you and a partnership in some way. Whatever this is really positive. This feels like what you're goaling towards, that you want some sort of happy union in whatever area of your life that you really have these strong desires right now to go after. When I look at the future energy here, I am getting the Four of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Five of Cups. And that's interesting because the way that this is coming out, there's a lot of just process, a lot of just maybe working on the goals here, as opposed to thinking about them, coming up with some sort of strategy here. This is actually getting clear on the details. What is it that you emotionally want? What you're taking into consideration are past disappointments, maybe even some unexpected offers coming your way. You're also considering what is it really that's going to make you happy. When you think about the times in your life or the relationships you have already that make you happy, think of your friends, your family, even your coworkers. And so in a lot of instances, they become really good friends, especially if you're at a company for a long period of time. You get to know those people on a really great level from that experience because you're both in the same boat. And with the Five of Cups, this is really helping you to get clear on exactly what it is that you're trying to accomplish. The Five of Cups is a change in perspective. Instead of focusing on the negative, it's twisting things around so that you can focus on the positive. So I like where this is going. So let's get some additional details here. Okay. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords. With the Knight of Pentacles, I'm getting the Ten of Swords. So you learned a very valuable lesson from whatever this chapter is that you've been closing, whatever it is that you're in the process of releasing here, because none of this stuff happens overnight. This is a process that we all go through. And so you're learning a lot, not just about the situation, but also about yourself and the way that you respond to different things and the way that you want to respond to different things. With the Eight of Pentacles, I'm getting the Page of Swords. You are very clear around your skill set, what you're capable of doing, what you're not capable of doing. This also indicates to me that in the past, you had very clear conversations with whatever cycle is closing. You were definitely having conversations with other people around, this isn't working for me. This isn't going to go the way that I need it to go. And so I'm either going to cut my losses or I'm going to find a way to modify this. That's really what was happening here in the past. It was kind of hitting a point of either something needs to change or it needs to go. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords is the Five of Pentacles. So in the past here, you were getting out of your own head. There was some realization that you definitely had here that allowed you to see things more clearly, understand that lesson, really figure out, okay, let me get clear on my goals. What do I want? Big picture going forward, taking in a lot of information here in the past. This was kind of like, if we want to break it out in phases, this was definitely a learning phase that happened here in the past. And I'm not seeing a ton of action now in the past energy, but that's just because of what's relevant right now and how that relates to the current and future energy. But it does look like you were releasing something, an internal release. You were disconnecting from a situation here. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. And the Four of Wands. I'm getting two cards on this one as well. Okay. I'm going to get the rest. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Okay. It's interesting because what I've been getting a lot of recently is that we're in a very action-oriented phase. But what I really like about the action that's taking place now is that there is a lot of thought behind it, and it's showing up here. And so when I look at the Seven of Wands clarified by the Two of Swords, here, when you let other people have a lot of say in whatever your actions are going to be or in your decisions going forward, it creates a lot of confusion for you. And it makes it very unclear what your path forward should be because you're considering everybody else's needs. You're not prioritizing your own, at least not to the extent where it's easy for you to make a decision. And so this is where the temperance is coming into play. You're very focused not only on your emotional well-being here, but with that Nine of Cups energy, your goals, your dreams, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. This is what's going to give you the clarity. This is what kind of keeps you on track. If you have this habit of being a people pleaser, that's definitely coming to an end. And so when I look at the Four of Wands, so really clarifying the Four of Wands, we got the Ten of Pentacles. So this is longevity. Again, these are both marriage cards. If that's your goal, that does look like it's in play here. But if that's not your goal, then this is a reason to celebrate. This is whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish over the long term, a lot of success around it. I am seeing the Seven of Swords. This indicates to me that something is shifting here within you. You are seeing the truth in the situation. You are starting to see things more clearly than you ever have before. I don't know if you've gone through some sort of awakening, and that looks different for everybody. Sometimes it's just this sudden realization. Sometimes, I mean, if you're me, then it's something much more obvious than that, because I don't always pick up on those. I always joke around that I need that billboard on the highway to tell me what's going on, because the subtlety is often missed. And what I'm picking up here is that you've definitely gone through some sort of awakening, some sort of realization, and that now that your eyes are open, they're never going to be closed again. But what you're seeing here is that you need to prioritize yourself. With the Four of Cups, I'm getting the Three of Wands. So looking at the future energy, this is something where you really are focused on long-term. The Three of Wands is a card of patience. But when I looked at the Four of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Cups all sitting in your future energy, here, what you're doing is working in a way that will prevent future disappointment. Not entirely, but you're going to minimize that. That's really a big focus right now, so that you don't kind of go through that all over again. Clarifying the Three of Cups, I have the Hanged Man with the Seven of Wands. And so this is where you're going to be really protective. When you figure out exactly what's going to make you the happiest, really focusing on yourself, the Hanged Man energy is about seeing things from a different perspective. In this one, it's not, the person's not upside down like in a lot of other tarot decks, but there's still this need to see things differently. And the Seven of Wands is showing up again. Once you have that vision, you're not going to be able to unsee it. With the Five of Cups, I'm getting the High Priestess. So like to see this too, because this High Priestess does keep things to herself. So male or female, it's just the energy of the card. But what I really love about the High Priestess is that this is somebody who doesn't need to broadcast things to the world in order to get what she wants. She goes after what she wants. She trusts herself, relies on her own instincts, and knows when something is right for her and when it's not. And she doesn't feel the need to berate anybody or anything like that. It's like, okay, well, if that's not right for me, that's it. I don't need to broadcast this. I don't need to make a big deal out of it. I'm just going to move on with my life and really close whatever needs to be closed and just do what I need to do. So I do like the direction that this is going. It's going down a really positive path. So this is the reading for Tuesday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.